La, 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 la. Woo, what's up, y'all? I just got through running, so I just had to have this conversation. Yeah, the foolishness continues in this Biden's America. Yeah, Trump's a racist. Trump is tearing the country apart. He's a lying snake. He's not good for the country. He's dividing people. What else all these things y'all said about Trump? I'm not advocating or supporting. I'm just repeating what y'all said. He's terrible. He's a son of a bitch. He's the Antichrist. All that could be true. So he's not the president anymore. Hasn't been for the past 2 years. So now, I haven't heard any of these things about Jim Crow, dementia Joe Biden and his LGBT agenda. And it's going strong. And it's funny how all the Christian folks and all the Trump haters have nothing to say about all this foolishness that's going on in this country. But I know y'all continue to sit silent out of stubbornness, and also don't want to hear I told you so. But it's okay. You already hear it in your mind because you know that you messed up when you voted for a man who told you that if you don't know to vote for him, you ain't black. You still voted for him at 98%. And on the first week, he gave everybody new laws and new money, except for black folks, especially black women. But still, nobody got nothing to say about that. Well, Trump was... No, Trump ain't the president, remember? So all this foolishness been going on under this old fool. Did y'all see the video where he was shaking hands and nobody was there? But Trump is the crazy one. Again, I'm not advocating or sticking up for Trump. I like to make observations. Because black folks went so hard. We weren't thinking with our vote, we were thinking with our hearts and our emotions. So anyway, so Rico, what is all this building up to? A lot of this mess been going on, but this is what just hit the news recently. I remember a few months back when these trans dudes were complaining that they didn't feel safe in a men's prison, right? And so they sued. And the American Civil Liberties Union, or the ACLU, took up their case and said, hey, you're violating these quote-unquote women's rights. Now, they still got their penises, still got their balls, and based on a lot of these reports, they still have desire to beat some coochie up, too. So are they bisexual, or what is it? But anyway, in New Jersey, a New Jersey prison, this dude, he went under the Trans Act and got transferred to a women's prison. Let me say this to this cat. I ain't knocking your hustle, brother. You know, if you can slide up under that Trans Act, do it. Because y'all know, let me tell y'all how this stuff works. Do y'all remember when they used to give poor people, give us food stamps? Back in the day, used to give it to her on books. And we would tear the books out and the little food stamps out the book and, you know, trade for money. You know how we used to sell books of food stamps? Then they said, well, we're going to fix them. We're going to put it on a card. And you see folks still selling food stamps on the card. I'm just saying what's going on out there. See, you can't put none over on the people and they can't find a way around it. And this guy's in jail. His name is Demetrius, but he calls himself Demi. And so in 2020, the story is in the description box on my Facebook page. I put the link there, and it'll also be in the description box of my YouTube channel. What's up, Cochise? What's up, Chris? What's up, David? Darren, what's good? And so, Cochise, man, when we meet in person, you gotta tell me how to pronounce your new Facebook name, man. So this dude let me tell y'all how easy it is for it to be trans. Y'all want to see how easy it is for you to be a dude and just call yourself a woman? In the prison, all he did was he got something like some coffee or something and drew on some eyebrows, them block eyebrows. Say Kool High. Oh yeah. Oh, like Deco Cheese from Kool High. That was my man. So, well, okay, you name yourself after Deco Cheese from Kool High. Okay, go Cheese. Cheese, man. Oh man, wow. You know that was the sad part of the movie, man. Well, anyway, if you ain't seen Kool High, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, and you call yourself black. Whoever it is, don't know what I'm talking about. And so, they had a lot of Grammy references in there too. It's a cool movie. Love that movie. But anyway, he drew up. I guess he got some coffee grounds and drew some block eyebrows, and he shaved his mustache out. Everything all clean, and he found some hair somewhere because he got a fade, a little low haircut like a fade, and he put a bun, like a woman tied it to like a braid bun on top of his head, and changed and called himself Demi. And all of a sudden, he qualified to go to the women's prison. It's because he's doing life. He murdered his foster father, Mr. Theodis, when he was 16 years old. He wasn't living with the foster father at the time. He broke in on the older man who was 69 years old. Now the brother, Demetrius, is 31. So when he was 16 years old, he broke in and stabbed his 69-year-old ex-foster father to death, stabbed him to death, robbed him. Then he robbed a couple of their car, put the pistol to their face, and they got the baby out the car. He took the car and ran. Oh, he did the fool. And so he got his behind up in there and impregnated 2 women. And one of them, something Bellamy, you read the story, she's written a whole online, story about how they're in love. They found love in a hopeless place. Come on, somebody. And she trying to fight for her love. Now, she herself is a double murderer. She called a young black couple coming home from an anniversary or an engagement party, and she killed them. So she doing double murder, double life. Now, she fell in love with the trans dude. Said it was something very natural. Of course it was. She was having sex with a man, weirdo. Of course it was natural. And she's talking about her. She's pregnant. She's about to have her baby in the fall. They ain't mentioned about the second woman that he got pregnant. But I said, man, that's got to be a nice little lick. You go in there and just say, you know what? I don't feel safe in this man. If you're doing like 20 years, you just shave your face off and tie your shirt up in a knot and draw your eyebrows on and put some hair up there like you're a female and just like, look, I don't feel safe in here with these men. I am a woman. I'm a woman. And I have rights. Thank you, Joe Biden and the Democratic Party. Can't knock the hustle. Yeah, I think that's an ingenious idea. But here's the deal. This dude blew it. Like, dude, you messed up and blew up your own spot. You could have been up in there, man, bank knocking the bottom out of so many women, just enjoying your life there in jail. You know. But you had to have weirdo pull-out game. You in there straight hitting coochie up in there. No, ain't no birth control in there. But eventually, the male guards probably got mad at you and turned you in anyway because they running through them too. And the warden of the jail probably got mad at you. See, they finna do some crackdowns on the rest of the trans. It's like 27 trans dudes in there. I think hardly any of them have had that what's called a post-op surgery where they cut off the ding-ding and cut off all that. No, they still got the tallywhackers in the women's prison. Got a female roommate, and you know the women, just like men, they get horny, baby, yeah. And so they probably weird and got around. There's some ding-a-ling with wigs up in there. They finna straighten their business up. But maybe the other trans dude will learn from this dum-dum. Stop having vaginal sex with them. Go ahead and tear that anus a new one. They don't mind. Let them chew you up. You don't stick none in their vaginas, trans dudes. I know y'all think y'all slick. And I ain't knocking your hustle. Because they going to do some dumb shit like put some men in a women's prison as if God and nature's not going to kick in. Come on, somebody. If it can kick in when dudes in there with other dudes, why you think it won't kick in when the dude is there with some women? Because their actual nature is want to be with a woman, but they're in there for 50 years, so they're like, hey, it is what it is. But if they had a chance to go over there and be with some women, everything will be in natural order of flow. So now, this dude that blew up the spot for the rest of the trans dudes. I bet they were saying, man, this dude, wow, bruh. Now they finna really come in on us. Man. Whew. Man, now we got to, really got to keep their head down. The other 26 trans women in there, trans dudes in there, gonna have to really lay low. Got no damn well they ain't gonna be in there and then act like they don't like women because then they convinced everybody else that they were chicks because the law said so. Thank you, Democratic leadership. Because had it been like Republican or conservative leadership, you know what they would have done? They probably said, okay, y'all trans dudes don't have to be here with these actual men. No, y'all want to believe that y'all want to be women. So what we gonna do? We gonna go dig up a hole and put some shacks to have y'all ass out in the Las Vegas desert. So y'all go out there and be with each other. That's what conservative leadership would have done for these folks. But now, y'all liberal and Democratic leadership, Biden-sexuals and Bidenites, y'all, they want to put them in there with women. And Ray Charles can see even from the grave. They go, seem right. I don't think they don't think how to do that. Ray Charles can see that. And hell, Stevie Wonder, he walking through there and said, I don't think that they should. They should put those men in there, those women, because those are really women. They want to hit that poontang when they get in there. Yeah, everybody can see it. But these are the new laws. And I'll say have at it. And I ain't knocking the hustle. I would say to all the guys who doing 20 years, 15, 20 years, 30 years of life, y'all go ahead and get your coffee grind together, put some eyebrows on, and get your girlfriend or somebody who bring you some on the books to bring you some hair in there and twist it up and just go, yes, auntie, no, I'm not a man, I'm a woman. You respect me as a woman. I am a woman. Let it go on and then have you like a little lawyer come in there and say, she does not feel safe in this prison of men. She needs to be changed to somewhere else. And gone in there. Because a lot of horny ladies, baby. But you just make sure. You got to either make something out of condoms in there or just tell the ladies, look, I can't hit y'all in the vagina because, my pull-out game ain't as strong as I'd like for it to be. But, anal and oral for everybody. I'm busting on everybody. I mean, he actually I guess the anal sex in this case would be actual on par. Could it be doing it to a woman? So, but anyway, I just wanted to just share that thought or share my thoughts on that. Great job, Joe Biden and then the Democrats. Y'all have proven your leadership once again. So y'all be cool. Peace.